Hello everyone and welcome to this video. In this video I'll be talking of how to apply for your visit visa. I'll be going through the step-by-step process. The video will be long, so make sure to watch it fully and don't skip it because it will be unfair that I do the video and you skip it and then you come in the comment section and ask something which I've made mention of in the video. Okay, so I'm taking it step by step. This will be like a demo um application. Some people saying they don't know what to do, but it's really pretty much straightforward. I can't make it as simple as what. Remember, it each application is different, and then I can only say as much as I can. Okay, I can't say what I don't know. I don't work in immigration and don't think I'm an immigration person. I'm just sharing my experiences. Okay, so when you open your Google, type UK visit visa. Okay, just type UK visit visa. The first link that comes up, right? The gov.uk is the official website you use. Okay, you click on it. You see the UK as a standard visitor. Okay, you scroll down. These are things that you need to read, like what you need to do, all those things, what you can do and what you cannot do. Make sure you know these things before you apply, because don't come here and then you start saying that, oh, you didn't know the type of visa you're applying for. Okay, some countries don't need visa, some don't. If you are from Africa, you definitely need a visa. Don't worry about it. You must have a visit visa. So I know of a few countries who don't, but if you're from Africa, I know you definitely need it. Okay. So we'll be applying for a standard visit visa, standard visitor visa. This visa here is the one we're applying for. Standard visit visa. Okay. So you click on it. This page comes up. As you can see here, there are certain fees that you need to pay. Okay, there's a certain fees that you need to pay. If you're in Africa, there are you pay two types of fee. This fee you see here, okay, is £118 is to the UK government. Okay. However, the UK government has partnerships with other companies like VFS and TLS. They are like third party companies that they have a contract with the UK immigration, where you apply for your visa through them. So they are like the middleman between you and the UK immigration or the UK High Commission. So you will not go to the UK High Commission to apply for your visa. You will only apply through them. You cannot go there and apply on your own. It won't work. So you pay this money to the UKVI, then you go to the immigration, then you go and pay another amount of money. It depends on your country. Okay, some countries you need to travel, some places you need to travel to another country, but I will show you my example. Okay, so let's just continue the video. So you apply for a standard visit visa. This is the price, £115. Make sure you apply for this visa, not standard visit visa for medical reasons or whatever. None of these ones. Don't apply for any of these ones. Make sure that it is standard visitor visa, okay, that you're applying for. So when you want to apply, click apply now. And then this is the application that has started. You select the language that you would want to do the application in. So it's obviously most people is English. Then you click on next. Then here you select the country to provide your biometrics. Biometrics, this biometrics is what you will be doing at either the TLS or the VFS, depends on the country where you are. So all your application you'll be done through a visa application center, as you can see here. If you read this, it tells you about fingerprints and photograph, and it will be done at a visa application center and operated by one of our commercial partners. Okay, operated by one of our commercial partners. So you are applying through those commercial partners. The ones I know of is TLS and VFS. Let nobody outside take your application that they'll do it for you or whatever, that they know someone in the UK, the immigration that will give you the visa. They are all trying to scam you. Okay, you are applying either through TLS or VFS, depending on the country where you are. So make sure you know that. Okay, and make sure you read all of this. Okay, so the country that you select would the country where you are is what you should select, or the country where you want to do your visa application in, but probably will be your home country. Okay, or if you are outside, choose that country where you are living in. Okay, so for example, if I choose Cameroon, okay, I'm from Cameroon. So if I choose Cameroon, okay, so check the next page that comes up is check available visa application center location. So it's about um you checking if there is a visa application center around where you are. Okay, as you can see here, the one which is available in Cameroon is TLS. As you can see, our commercial partner TLS is the one that is available in Cameroon. Let me go back and show you another one. If, for example, if you're in a country like Nigeria, okay, if you're in a country like Nigeria, it's still TLS. Okay, it's still TLS. If you're in South Africa, I think it's different. Let me see South Africa. South Africa. Yeah, I think South Africa is TLS. Let me see Kenya. Um, yeah. So one of them, either TLS or VFS, they're the commercial partners. Okay. So make sure you are aware of that. So let's continue with Cameroon. Okay. So Cameroon. So you can actually find all visa application locations by checking the find a visa application center, blah 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 blah. So make sure you read this. Okay, don't just be clicking and following what I'm doing. You actually read it. So yes, I know that the application center will be in Cameroon because it's in Cameroon. Yeah, it's in Cameroon. There's a center in Cameroon. As you can see here, it's highlighted in blue, in bold rather. It's in Cameroon, so I will apply in Cameroon. There's a center in Cameroon. If I choose a country like, I think, let me see, Equatorial Guinea. Let me see. Mm, some countries don't have it, so you need to travel to another country and do it. Okay, I can't think of one now, but let's just continue for the sake of the video. So you click off, identify the location, blah blah blah, all those things. If you want to change it, you can click here and take next. But if I know where I'm doing it in Cameroon, so next. Um, so you need to ensure, right, that this is like the summary of what you can do with this visa. Okay, this is a summary of what you can do with a visit visa. Okay, but each visa is kind of different within the visit visa. So yeah, make sure you know what you are doing. Okay, so the next thing is, let me just point out something real quick. If you are applying for a 6 months visit visa, which most of you are doing, you don't need to do a tuberculosis test. Tuberculosis test is for people who are applying more than for people apply for visit visa for 2 years and above. Okay, so you don't need to do that. Okay, so this is the step, right? So this is the in summary, this is what you will be doing. Literally, you complete your application form and answer in English. English. Okay, it's English. It's not Spanish. You write in your application form. Pay for your visa fee online, which is what most times you will do. Okay, everything is done electronic. Then you provide your biometrics and fingerprints. Biometrics includes fingerprints and facial picture. You don't need to take a hard you don't need to take a photo to them. They'll take the picture and they'll take your fingerprints because you literally either submit all your documents online or you submit your documents in person. They will scan it and give you back the documents. So yeah, but if it's best if you do it by yourself, it's cheaper than to pay extra money unless you have money to pay. So yeah. Um. So just to talk about data stuff and all of that. So let's start now. So you need to put an email address. The email address you are putting is the email address that you are going to use for that visa, and make sure it's an active email address. Okay, let me put CV to Navy. Okay, our address. Then I'll create a password. Let me just suggest a strong password. Like I said, this is not an actual application. I'm just doing this to show you. So you click save and continue, right? Yep. So you are creating this because if you go, for example, if you are doing something and you need to get your documents, and so to prevent you from losing when you end it in the application, you can just go back to your email. There's a link that will be sent to that email. Then you can just go back there and open it and then, follow what is there and return back. So it belongs to you, of course. Save. Yep. You have another email. If you have another email, you add it here. If you don't, you don't have it. Save. I don't have another email. Provide your telephone number. Okay. Provide your telephone number. Let me see what number. I'm just creating a fake number here, guys. So I'm just creating a fake number here. So where do you use this telephone number? Is it while you're in the UK or outside? You can put both, it doesn't matter. Is it a mobile phone number, home number, business number? It's a mobile number. You take save and continue. Do you have any other telephone numbers? No, I don't have any telephone numbers. Okay, save and continue. If you have, you add it. Then they'll ask, are you able to be contacted by telephone? If you have the telephone, yes, you can say yes, I can be contacted by telephone, call and text message. You choose the one that you can be contacted through. So save and continue. Then given names. Make sure what you are filling in these given names is actually what is on your passport. If you don't know, take your passport and look it and write it there. Given names is the name that is like your Christian name, your first name. Basically, is your first name. So let me just say Susan. Okay, my first name is Susan. Susan Smith. Yeah. Family name. Um, Software. Whatever. Okay. So you take save and continue. Okay. In other, yeah. Any other names? Do you have any other names? You have any other names? You add it here. If you don't have any other name, you take no. You take save and continue. Okay. So you choose your sex. Is it male, female, or unspecified? If you are male, you are female, whatever. whatever floats your boat. The world is changing, so yeah, everyone is welcome. So if you are male, choose male, female, unspecified. Yeah. Then what is your relationship status? If you are single, married, unmarried, you choose it here. Okay. Remember, whatever you are choosing here, you will need to support it. Okay. If you are married, you need your marriage certificate, all those things like that. If you are single, you don't need anything. I mean, you are single, you are single. If you are unmarried partner, show proof of the unmarried partner, all those things like that. So if you are single, single, yes. Okay. Your address is what you will need to write. Okay. Your address is what you will need to write. So your address is what you need to write. Make sure you put your address here, put your town, whatever, your province or region, whatever, postcode, put it, country, put it, a country where you are from. Is it Cameroon? I'm going to put Cameroon. You put it. Is this address also your correspondence, and your correspondence address is the same as where they can correspond you or where you are living? Yes, it's the same. Save and continue. How long have you lived in this address? If so, you need to tell them how long you have lived there. So if you are living there for years, you select years, and then you in this other box you type the number of years. Is it for 25 years or whatever? Then what is the ownership status of your home? Is it you, do you own it? Do you rent it? Is it other? Most of us, I don't know about you, but some people, I would think that most people don't have homes, right? Like they own it. If you rent it, yeah, I rent it. And then you, in the application, you give your rental documents, all those things. If you own it, you own it, you give documents showing you own it. If you are other, okay, like if you are living in your family home, you need to say who lives with you and who owns the property. In my case, I chose others, so I was living in my family home and all of that. So I had to say it, all those things there. Who am I living with, and who is owning the property, and all of that stuff. So I will just go with I own it. Yeah. So yeah, you put your passport number. Okay. You put your passport number. Make sure you put your passport number here. Very important. So you put your passport number there, and issuing authority, make sure you put it there as well. And yeah, where all of these things are on your passport. So you put in your date of birth, all of these things, the year, not date of birth, the date that it was issued, the date it will expire. Okay. I need to put it. They won't let me continue until I put it. So yep. Let's just say 2018 expiry date. Um, no, yep. Um, yeah. Let's just save that. Okay. Expiry date is in the future. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I made a mistake here. Let me just say 2028. Yeah. Do you have a valid national ID? I think national ID, you put it here. You put your national ID number, who issued the date, and the expiry date. Remember, whatever you are putting here, you need to add the documents to it. You do. If you are not putting anything, you take no. If you don't have an ID, I would take no to save time for the video. Okay. Country of nationality. Country of nationality is where you were born, uh, place of birth, date of birth. Okay. So you are supposed to put all of those things. So yeah, you're supposed to put all of those things. Okay. I fill them up. So save and continue. Save and continue. Yeah. Do you hold any other nationality? If you hold another nationality, you take yes, then you have to explain it or add documents saying it. If you take no, save and continue. Yes, this is where things start getting interesting. If you are employed, right, you need to show documents of your employment. You need your bank account. You need not sorry. You need your how do they call this? Employment letter. Okay, saying you were employed. You need to have your company's letterhead and signed and stamped by the company. You need to show your position in the company, how much you earn, and all of that stuff. Okay. And also, when you are traveling, you before you apply, you also need a letter of leave from the company. Okay. Which says that they are aware that you are coming over here for assessment, all of those things. If you are employed, if you are self-employed, you need to show documents that you are self-employed, documents of your business, all those things you need to show them, and the business should be registered. Okay. If you are a student, show documents you are a student. That's really easy. You can show your your acceptance letter if you're in a university. You can show your um school fees receipt, your school ID, all those things. You attach them to your application. If you are retired, you need to show them that you are retired, all of those things. If you are unemployed, you need to show them also that you are unemployed. So let me say I'm employed. Okay, save and continue. Okay, you will need to fill in this information, right? If you are employed, employer's address, town, all this stuff, you need to fill it. Okay, so I've just filled it. Your employer's name, right? Your employer's name needs to be the company's name. Okay, employer's name needs to be the company's name. Employer's address is the company's address. Okay, maybe the headquarters. If he has a headquarters, put the headquarters address. If it doesn't, put the address of the company where you are, like the branch or whatever. Then the town. Okay, the town where they no in the employer's address, put the address of the branch. If like a bank, you work in a bank, put the address of that bank where you work in, the place where you work in, put the address there. It's the same country. Then the employer's telephone number, you put the company's telephone number there. Okay, the date you started working. Make sure this date you started working is in line with the date that you actually started working, because they cross check it. You should your um job offer letter should have a date when you are supposed to start working. So make sure you check and put the same date here for those who are employed. So you take save and then you continue. Then your job title now. What is your job? Or it's the same. You go back to that invitation letter and then you write all of that stuff there. Okay. You join your job title. If you're an accountant, you come and put accountant, all of those stuff. If you are, yeah, you put whatever your job title is. Then you have to say how much you earn every month. Okay, you can put it in pounds. There are two options. Since I'm releasing from Cameroon, you can put it in pounds, or you can put the money in your home country. Okay, but it's prefer just put in your home country. And make sure if you choose one currency, put that one currency all through the way. Okay, don't change it. It's advisable not to change it. So if I put one currency, I say I make 100,000 in a month as a salary, then the description that you type what your job is about, what you actually do in your job. Okay, you type all that stuff, save and continue. Okay, another bit which is quite interesting is for you to understand this income and savings thing. This thing of income and savings, this is quite important. Okay, this is really really key. Okay, you need to tell them where you get your money, how you get your money, and who gives you the money. You have already started it with the employment. Who is your employer? If your employer means your employer is paying you. Okay, so you are telling them your source of your money. This is the source of funds, or the funds that most people always talk about. So here you are talking of funds either from savings or other regular additional income. Other regular additional income includes things like side hustles that you do, side businesses that you do. However, these side businesses have to be registered and you need to give documents supporting these side businesses. So if you take example, other regular incomes, okay, you will need to talk about them. What kind of regular additional income do you have? Is it allowance or regular money from your family? Is it from a pension? Is it from an investment? Or simply another income, like another job? Okay. So you will need to make mention of that. Okay. If you are taking example allowance from family, you need to come it down here and you put it, choose the currency and you type whatever you are typing here. Okay. If it's from savings, yeah, you choose it, do the same, how much from the savings and all of that. Okay. It's that simple and straightforward. Okay. So either if you have other forms, you need to show it, and when you are showing, you need to prove it. Don't just write something that you cannot prove. Don't take something you cannot prove. You might be that yes, you have other additional income, but if you cannot prove it, don't write it. It's that simple. If I'm just going to take, I don't have any other income and just depend on my salary, save and continue. Then, how much money are you personally planning to spend? This is where the kind of catch people out here. Okay, generally, generally, it is advisable that you spend £100 a day, right? £100 a day. Okay, if you are spending 20 days, that's £2,000. Okay, averagely. It does not mean you have to spend £2,000. If you are writing this because of the visa, it shows that you actually have money. I mean, you are coming to visit, so it shows you have money. You can't be visiting someone in their country where you don't have money to spend. I mean, when you visit a place or go on a holiday, you are visiting that place to go and enjoy yourself, means you go and spend money there. So you have to spend money. That's just a simple thing. So you need to show them that you are going to spend money. Doesn't matter who is sponsoring the trip or whatever, you have to show that you have to spend this money. Okay. Generally, put £100 in a day and take it with regards to the number of days you will stay. Word of advice, word on not advice but suggestion. If you take 2 weeks, most people take 2 weeks, like 14 days. Okay, 14 days including flight will be something about if you're from Africa, it will be something about 2,500 or 2,200 pounds. Okay, for that 14 days, 14 for that 14 days. Remember, you'll be given a 6 months visa. Does not matter if you say you spend 2 weeks there. At the end of the day, you still be given a 6 months visa. That's something you need to understand, okay? So if I say how much I'm going to spend, let me use pounds. I say I'm going to spend 2,500. Okay, that's spending, including flight. Okay, that's why you are spending on the whole trip from where you are living to the UK and when you come back. That's what you are spending. Okay, this 2,500, right? You should not just have exactly 2,500 in your account. You should not have 2,000. You should not have exactly 2,500. You have at least 5,000 in your account. Why? Because because they'll check your bank statement. If it will be unrealistic that you have 2,500 and you travel to the UK and you spend it all, since you say you spend 2,500, it means you are either coming to the UK to work or You are coming to the UK for a different reason. Because if you are coming for UK on a visit, you cannot spend all of your money. Yes, they want you to spend money, but if you just have exact money in that account, it raises a red flag. It does not sound right. I mean, you have to have some money on you, like personal money, yes, but also you need to have like savings and not spend all your money at once. It just shows that you are not a reasonable person. And yeah, it's a green flag, it's a red flag rather. So make sure you have at least double that money in your account. Okay. It doesn't matter. Yes, you can use two people as your sponsor financially, whether yourself, your parents, yourself, an uncle or auntie or whatever, then make sure you're able to combine them and link them all together. That who is paying for what and what is happening on every day of the trip. That's something you need to understand. Also, if you are how do I put it? If you are sponsoring your trip alone, the requirements are also different, right? This 2,500, right? It needs to be at least half of your yearly salary, okay? At least half of your yearly salary. In the UK, salaries are like grouped, are considered yearly, not monthly. So if someone is making 15K per year, okay, after tax, no, let me just say before tax, 15K per year. With more of tax, we might make about 13K per year. The person is eligible for he is kind of eligible because they don't seem like a financial risk, okay, because he makes more than he spends, okay. Don't spend more than you make. That's just the idea behind it. They don't want you to be bankrupt. Okay. If you become bankrupt, yeah, you become a liability to them, and they don't want people here who are liabilities. Okay. It's a burden on the government, it's a burden on those who are paying tax. Nobody likes to pay for something they don't use. Nobody likes to, you know, spend money on another person when the person is not benefiting them. That's just that's just the hard reality of life. So make sure that you earn at least more than what you are going to spend. Okay. If you are being sponsored by someone, it's really easy. The person takes the financial responsibility all away from you. Okay. Especially if they have been saving up. They take all the financial responsibility away from you. Okay, so I'm going to take 2,500, save and continue. Okay. Another thing is now this is where you need to take note of that travel itinerary that I was making mention of. Yeah, it's important, it helps and clarifies things, but it's not like a golden ticket. It does not mean that you are going to get everything if you use it, okay? So this question is, what is the total amount of money you spend each month? Okay, so the spend each month is the amount you spend in your country based on your salary. Remember, I had said I spend 100K in I have 100K as salary. So if I'm reasonable enough, I would say that at least I spend 50K, okay, or maybe even 60K. That is, if I pay my house, pay my bills, and all of that, I spend 60K. Then I can save these other ones. Okay. So that's quite reasonable. I'm just using that example. I'm not saying that 100K is a reasonable example. Okay. People are different. So how much do you spend each month? Okay. Let me say 60K. Because you cannot be spending, another thing is you cannot spend more than you earn. You cannot say you spend 100K. You cannot say you earn 100K in a month, in a month, and then you are spending maybe 150K. Where is the extra money from? That's something they'll raise up. Are you stealing? Do you have somewhere that you're getting extra money you don't they don't know about? All those things are red flags. Okay, 60K, spend less than you earn. and save the rest. That's what they expect. So 60K, save and continue. Okay. Um, this is where you need to make mention of your sponsor. If someone is sponsoring you, someone is sponsoring you, take yes. Okay. If no one is sponsoring you, take no. Who is paying towards the cost of your visit? Is it someone I know, example, family member, whatever, employer, company? Most people is someone I know. Fill in their details here, all of those things, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So, so you need to see who is how you related to that person, right? Is it someone I know? Is it family member? Remember, whatever you are saying, you need to give documents. So if you are saying family member, you need to show things like their ID card, pictures with them together, conversations with them on together on WhatsApp, all those things like that. And also letter from them saying they are yes, they accept that they are going to pay this trip, how much they are going to spend, how they are going to send you the money, all of those things. So you put their name, put their address, town, all those things. You fill it, their country, all of them. You fill it. It's it's really straightforward, guys. So you put how much they are going to pay towards the trip. Okay. So So you put how much they are going to pay towards the trip. If they are paying the full trip, put it. If two people are paying, you put the amount that the first person is going to pay, like support you for the trip. Then the next thing is you put why are they helping you, okay? Why are they helping you towards the visit? It should be a reasonable reason and make it as convincing as possible. If you don't know how to write, use ChatGPT or please use ChatGPT. See what you want to say. ChatGPT will help you generate it and you can then edit it and put it inside. Okay. So take save and continue. Right. So if more than one person is paying for your trip, right, you take yes and then save and continue. You bring up another page, you fill in the next person's details. If it's just one person paying, you take no, you take save and continue. Then you put the date that you plan to arrive in the UK, date you plan to leave the UK. Okay, so make sure you put the date, right? So make sure you put the date. It's really, really important. Really, really very important because this date also has to rhyme with your travel itinerary, right? That itinerary that shows when you enter the UK and when you leave the UK. Okay. Most times people put 2 weeks. Okay. I remember I put 2 weeks on mine. So I'm just going to say first 1405. Let me let me just do this. Okay. Okay. When you put that, it's in line with your itinerary. Um The next question is we may have to talk about the application, blah, blah, blah. If you speak English, you put English. If you don't speak English, take other, write the language you understand. Most people is English, of course. Then save and continue. Okay. What is the main reason for your visit to the UK? Is it for tourism, business, whatever, whatever, whatever? Okay. Whatever, whatever, whatever. For your case, you are taking order. Okay. You are taking order. Yeah, you are not coming to visit family and friends, you are coming for something different. So you take order. Then you write why you are visiting. For you will write here, okay, you write as much as possible. Here, why you are coming. Yeah. For assessment, whatever, whatever. For Royal Navy, at Sultan or whatever. Where they see all those things, you write it there. You take next. Okay. This now for people who are married or people who depend on or who have people that depend on them. Okay, people financially dependent on you. Like if you have a child under 18, elderly people, and all of those things. If you are married, you need to say all of those things here. Okay, if people rely on you, you take yes and then you put it. Remember, whatever you put, you will need to give documents for it. If you are married, remember you need your birth certificate, your marriage certificate, and all those other things. Okay, if you don't have any people depending on you, others, it might be that you have people depending on you, but you cannot prove it. Okay, if you cannot prove it, don't put it. I'm just telling you, if you cannot prove it, don't put it. I'm going to take no, save and continue. Okay. Then now you talk about your parent, write your parent's name, all those things like that. Okay. So you are going to write your parent and all those things, save and continue, right? Then you do the next, your father, you do all those things, save and continue. All right, save and continue. Okay. Do you have any family member in the UK? That is immediate family, grandparents, spouse, children, partner, whatever, whatever. If you have, yes, put it. If you don't have, put no. If you don't put somebody who is living here illegally, okay, I won't say illegally, but whose immigration status is having issues, okay. Just because you know them does not mean you put them. However, don't put anybody who you know has problems with immigration. It also puts you into problem as well. So put someone who you know who is living here legally. Okay. Remember the UK is having issues with immigration now because of this whole things going on around this whole immigration thing. Okay. So it's a tax, it's a burden on taxpayers and all those things. No country wants people who are coming to the country. It's expensive and all of that stuff. So be honest. Okay. Do the right thing. Yeah. So if you have family, put it, who are living here legally. If you have, if you don't have, take no, save and continue. Okay. So if you are traveling as a group, most time will be no. So no. Okay. Will you travel with another person? Probably no. Yes. Save and continue. Accommodation in the UK. Do you have an address to live in the UK? You must have an address to live in the UK. So you use your sponsor's address, okay? You take save and continue, yeah. So you put where you are planning to stay in the UK, okay? Where you are planning to stay in the UK, all of that stuff. So the address is the UK's address, your sponsor's UK's address. That's what you are putting here, okay? The date you arrive and the date you will leave. Remember, use the dates on the travel itinerary. Save and continue. Let me check the departure date. Mm, yep. Okay. Will you be staying anywhere else in the UK? You'll be staying yes. You put yes. You write the what day. You take yes. And save and continue. Then you put the if you're coming for assessment, right? You are going to say where you will be staying for that period of time during that assessment. It will be on your invitation letter, the date when you start all those things. If you don't know it, check your portal, they will all be there. So I will just take no just to save time, but you should take yes. So have you traveled to the UK in the past 10 years? If you have, take yes. If you have not, take no, save and continue. Um, have you visited other countries? Okay. Um, these other countries here, Australia, whatever, all these countries, they do have links to the UK, and I think they share the same immigration history or whatever. They have a system. Okay, so if you have, you write it there and all of that. If you have not, take zero times. Okay, save and continue. If you have other travel history countries, you put it here. Yes, you take the year that you enter the country, when you left, all those things. If you have not, take no, save and continue. Then another immigration question. Um have you been refused asylum, refused a visa, all those things? All those things. So if you have been refused a visa from the UK or from any other country, you need to take it. Yes. Okay. and you need to say why you refuse, give documents to support it. Okay. If you have not, take no, save and continue. Um, so this is another immigration question, very important. Have you entered the UK illegally, remained in the border beyond blah blah blah? It's simply have you lived in the UK wrongly before? That's just it. Okay. That's the summary of it. And make sure you read it to understand it, and then you know how to continue. Okay. No, I'm taking no in my case. Convictions and other penalties. Have you have a criminal record, arrested, all those things? If you have to make them known. Okay. Remember, you need to add your documents. War crimes. If you don't know what war crimes are, like things like genocide, killing mass people, all those things like that. If you have, yes. If you have not, no. And you declare. Okay. Because all these things, they will check them. They have a system that they check all this information on. Okay. Save and continue. Have you been part of any terrorist group, organization, all those things? Political views? For most of you, it's probably no. Save and continue. Agreed. Save and continue. Okay. I think we're almost there, guys. Extremist views, all the jihad, Al Qaeda, all those things. Save and continue. No. Okay, of course. Then, are you a person of good character? All those things. Have you any part of your employment that you pay up or non or just yeah, you do all of those things. Yeah, read them. If you are part of them, you do it. If you don't, yeah, do it. Have some integrity and pride of yourself. Okay. Have you ever worked for any of the following types of organization, armed forces, all those things? If you have, say it. If you have not, yeah, just simple. Whatever you see in this application, give documents to support it. Okay. Most people have not. That's why they are joining. Okay. Then the last step is just a general one, right? Any question that you have, any not question, any addition you want to add here, this is the time you can add it, right? You can add it here in this, add further details. It's just simple. You have up to 1,000 characters. You can write as much as possible here. Anything you feel that needs to be clarified in your visa application, you make sure you write it here and then save and continue. So in summary, this will be your visa application. You can check the things you have written, you can edit them, you can do it, and all of this stuff. Okay. So this is the whole application. Okay. If it is correct and you feel it's okay, you click on continue, and then they'll tell you the mandatory things you need to have. Okay. The mandatory thing first is your passport, right? You have your passport. If you have your passport, take it. Other documents need to have the evidence of funds available to you and which are clearly accessible to you. This is why I said that whoever is sponsoring you needs to say clearly how much they are giving you, how much they are sponsoring you with, how they are going to sponsor you with, how will they send you the money, and all those things. They need to state it there clearly and with evidence like bank statements, um, picture of their cards or their ATM cards, all those things have to be attached there. Okay. And evidence of support you receive from your sponsor. This is pretty obvious evidence. Do they have a house? Do they pay tax? All those things like that. Take those documents, you put them there, and you help yourself. Okay. Evidence of relationship between you and your sponsor. That's very clear. Okay. It doesn't need much talking about it. You can give WhatsApp messages, you can give chats if they are so close to you, like your brother or sister, pictures of them together. When you are giving those pictures, make sure you write under who they are to you, how they relate, what was going on in the picture, all of those things like that. If they've sent you money before directly to you, you can use receipts of that money they sent to you and you attach them there. That shows that you actually know the person. Okay. Okay, that's really clear. Then evidence that your sponsor will not be in breach of immigration laws, whatever, whatever, whatever. In this case, your sponsor needs to like write a letter or probably um, show their immigration status first, that they are living in the UK legally, right? If they are renting or if they have a house, show like mortgage or mortgage number or whatever to show that they actually have a house, show that they're actually working and all of those things like that, okay? And that's it, guys. Literally, that's it. These four things you need to click on them all. So other documents you submit. So like I said, each application is different, right? So don't think one stone kills all the birds. Okay, they are different. Remember, and also you can upload your documents through the website, or you can go to the application center and then do it. Make sure you read all of these things because they're very important, guys. So save and continue, and then all of this stuff I confirm, blah blah blah. Save and continue. Okay. Yes, if you are the one applying for yourself, I'm the applicant above 18 or over, all those things. Yeah. So this is the concern, all those things. So this is where you act this is where you actually choose the type of visa now. Remember, it's a 6 month visa we are taking. So 6 months, save and continue. Okay. So that 1,000, that £110 is 1,157 US dollars. Okay. So this is what you'll be paying. Okay, this is what you'll be paying. Yeah. Make sure you remember that. So save and continue. Okay. So you will now actually pay that money online. Okay. You pay that money online. So you can either pay with Google Pay, credit card, or PayPal. Anyone you want to pay with, you pay with it. Okay. I'm not going to pay, but I've shown you how to apply. So after you pay this, the next step will be a new page will open that will tell you whatever you have paid, whatever, 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 and all those things. The next step will be is for you to return back to that page, and then it will take you to the TLS or VFS website, and then you pay for their own services for them to take the documents from you and submit it. Okay, you are paying them for that service also. So you're actually paying two payments. It depends on the countries and the facilities. So I can't tell you a fixed price. Okay, so let me show you guys the email, and when you create on your account, you will receive. Okay. So as you can see, this is my account, right? This is that email that I'm using, CV to Navy. So this is, if you want to go back to the application, just come here and click on this visitor visa, right? Click on this visitor visa. It's going to take you back to the application and you can continue, edit, or do all those things there. Okay. Remember, you can either submit online or you can submit your application, you can submit your documents in person. But actually, you submit your application, the application you filled, you are submitting it. Okay. So when you do that, when you pay for your visa fee and then you pay for your TLS fee, you can upload your documents from there, but they will tell you the things to upload, and it's a whole new process on that again also. Okay, so that's the main one, but the other steps are pretty much straightforward. Okay, they are pretty much straightforward and easy to do, so no one should say that it's difficult. It's really straightforward. Okay, so thanks for watching. Any questions, let me know in the comment section, guys. Thank you.